Boy, if there's still one gripe I have about these trains, it's not just that they take off hard, but they don't just take off hard, they stop even harder. Like, I've almost lost my balance on a few accounts. Like just now, I like bumped into this black lady. I'm like, man, I'm sorry, you know, these stupid trains. Why? Because like I always said, because we don't live a world of, in the old days, like, you know, the more you go back, the more people are patient. No, 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 everything's got to be friggin' right now. And I'd like to say the F word instead, but I'm trying to withhold myself not to offend all you snowflakes out there to watch, you know what I mean? Anyway, there's some kind of beauty in this station, but unfortunately it's not one of the most beautiful metro stations at all. Because they kind of, there's certain stations they put a lot of money into colors and design, and this is not one of them, unfortunately. And but it's also the deepest metro station in the system, actually. Before we go outside, let's show you where we are on the map here. Et voila. And I was heading to Angrignon, actually. And I got the idea to do this video on the metro, spur of the moment. Wellington Street. You know what I mean? Look at these morons, eh? I sure as hell hope one of them, both of them, didn't frickin' fall and break their frickin' necks on doing that crap. Crap, you know? I don't know why I started recording here. Again, this is not the nicest station to do this in. I've done these types of startings here to record at the metro stations, leaving the metro and the escalators, and it's funny, this is the complete opposite as how beautiful it is outside right now. 15, 16 degrees. Perfect. A little too windy though, but we'll take it. Oh, ask. The STM is hilarious. They finally stopped playing that annoying message after like a year and a half saying that le porte-visage est obligatoire. So in other words, the mask, face mask is mandatory, but they don't want to say mask because then the Quebec government is afraid of losing the French language, so they don't say mask anymore. They says to be the couvre-visage. You know, sometimes I wonder, there's too many of you from France that have had a bad influence on the Quebec culture in that way. You know, how are we losing the language when we've got like thousands of people who come here every year to live and they speak French? Even better than a lot of people who are from here, including myself, who is part Quebecois, by the way. All right? I'm not in a bitchy mood. It's just a thing like with the train like that, that'll set me off. I'll be honest with you, the trains that stop hard like that, I hate that shit. You know, it's just like, I love the Azure in terms, it's a smooth ride, it's relaxing, the lighting, I admit it, it's great compared to the past. I thought it was annoying, it was too bright. No, it's great. But that stopping hard thing, very annoying. And I wouldn't be surprised if they got complaints, the STM, from riders, especially the older people falling over because of that, you know. Look, there's Wellington Street, there's the non-scrap. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, the lady, there she is. She's the one that, thank you, she's the one I bumped into these stupid trains, which cost the police a fortune, by the way. I can't even imagine how much cheaper the MR73s were compared to those trains. But nothing's simple today. It's a sign of the times. Everything's complicated. You name it. The only thing that's simple, I think, is like buying online. That's about it, which that in itself has become questionable, eh? On the corner of Galt Street. Galt. I used to live not very far from here, actually. You know, actually, the last time I did a walking video here, I remember was at night. And it was a few blocks that way where I ended at a toy/hobby shop, which I actually bought a kit there. It was great. Oh, it's wonderful. There's nothing like spring where the rejuvenated senses come back to life there with the brightness and the long days and this warm breeze you can't feel. Oh, it's just marvelous. Just marvelous. Anyway, I figured I haven't done a walking video probably in a long time in this particular part of Wellington. That is to say, after the next block, because when I did that walking video in that winter there, last year, the year before, whatever, that was at night in the evening, and I was going from, I started from there at de l'Église. A few blocks there going westbound. So now we'll do the opposite. Why? A, because of the lighting, as you can see, is perfect. And B, because the wind is at my back, so to speak. West, southwest, northwest, something like that. You know. Well, you guys might even see an oldie or two, even though it's working hours right now. And today is the 12th of oh, that's an eye-popping accent, eh? What are we today? The 12th of April, 2022. There's your unemployment office there, or employment office. I think unemployed office, because it started to get too negative. Like a lot of terms, they just started calling it employment. Yeah. There's this amazing church. Yeah, somebody's got their Harley there. You can hear it going. Blah, 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 blah. That familiar two-stroke engine sound there, two-cylinder. Oh yeah, I see him there. He's gonna take off there. Right? Unfortunately, it's a sign of the time. You can see there's a business on the corner. It's out of business there. Right? A lot of retail out of business because of COVID. Not just because of COVID. It's because of, once again, people buying online. You know. Yeah, de l'Église, which actually used to be called Church Street, because Église in French is church, and it used to be much more Anglo around here than it is right now. So, oh wait, I gotta get a shot of this amazing clock. One of the things I noticed when I moved here, I lived here a few years ago, you know. Isn't that beautiful? I'll show that again. I am not in a rush. I'm going to my folks' place later for dinner. And I'm also not in a rush because I screwed up my hernia again. Because I had an amazing bike ride yesterday, but not made the appointment. So it's not a coincidence that I made the appointment with my doctor tomorrow to look at that, and also something with my shoulder that's been hurting for a long time. Well, everybody's out and about. It's great. I mean, unless you're sick or dead or working, I mean, you gotta enjoy this, you know. Honestly, the warmth here in Montreal or southern Quebec lasts like, man, she talks louder than me, that one. It lasts only like 5 months, so it's very, you gotta enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's a gift, it's a gift. You know, I was just telling that homeless guy, it's a gift. Well, who says he's homeless? He's panhandling. I'm talking too much, I've had too much coffee. Oh, look at the brown on that Passat or Jetta or whatever, that's pretty cool. I said once again, there's not enough cars that are brown today, or green, or any other of the colors you used to see on cars. No, it has to be all black and gray and silver and colorless. And okay, that's interesting. That's peculiar. We might as well take a little peek here to see what the hell's going on here. This looks like a great place for somebody to get really mugged or something, but we'll take a quick look here. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just looks like a bunch of advertising. That's a cool entrance, though. Cabane de Paradis Parachute. Let me zoom in on that. A cabane is a shack. Panache. I don't know, whatever. I'm not hip enough to understand it. What do I care? What do I care? I'm just a videographer, influencer. You know? Artist, eccentric. Whoa, look at this. They opened a second-hand... A Salvation Army here? Here? Wow, that's a sign of the times, because the one at my place closed last year, the year before, a year, 2 years ago. Wow. Yeah, there's been a lot of change. I'm going maybe a little too fast here. Some of you guys didn't notice a lot of these new businesses. Look at all this here. Yellow, is buildings new. Look at this. This used to be a Bank of Montreal. Oh my God! You know, the one of the most annoying aspects. I've done all this before. This hernia business. One of the most annoying aspects of it, because it's not a crucial surgery. So you could wait months before you get surgery. There's a backlog. You know, the parking garage over here. And so, you know, like right now, as I'm talking, I'm not bad. The pain is minor, but when I left my place, started walking uphill. Oh boy, c'est pas très bon ça là. So, what are you gonna do, eh? I didn't really plan on where I'm gonna end this video. Just meandering here nicely I vaped once. It was pretty good. I can see how it's addictive, you know. Look at this old place. Check this out. When you know when businesses were really, like a business is really, really old of a building, when they actually had the name into the marble floor like that. Probably back in the 30s or 40s originally, you know. And yeah. Again, attention to details, you know, at that time, just like with churches and other things that were built, cars, and, you know, look at it, there's a Pizza Hut here. It's a good thing I'm not hungry. There's my uncle's truck. Well, not that truck particularly, but he's got one of these Escalades there. This place looks like it might actually be old, with an old family name like that, except that they, you know, redid the facade. This is a jeweler. 50% off, not surprising. I don't know, jewelry is, I think, kind of becoming like furs, you know, stuff like that. Really old stuff that people buy. It's not really much at the style anymore, eh? Then you got this place here. This place looks old, but the sign looks new. You know? But look, it's funny. There's still a bunch of old places here still, though. No, actually there isn't.
And then when you have to pay it, you have to pay the full amount for the enrollment.
You know, I just remembered I was at the Tim Hortons before I went to Metro Frontenac there from Place Ville-Marie next to my area, and I go into Tim's, I'm in line, and there's this chick there, this young chick, millennial chick, like, you know, whatever, 18, 19, and she's got this weird alternative punk goth kind of look about her, you know. And she's got this dog. Ooh, nice jag. And she's got this dog, right? And she's got like the scarf, the red scarf under the dog's head to make it look like a seeing eye dog, right? And I wasn't convinced. She had too much style with details on her clothing to be like goth, you know. And then like she asked for a coffee. I don't know what she asked for, and the cashier's like, yeah, well, you're not. That's not a seeing eye dog and all that. And she flips out. She flipped out right there, man. Oh, look at this, hobbies. Oh no, I don't want to see that. I can't go in there. I'm gonna want something. So anyway, this is what happens when you leave your bike locked too long, or maybe not that long even. I'm sure there's these fucking idiots that go around at nighttime, you know, and they sleep all day looking around for fucking bike parts to steal off of bikes, or the whole bike if possible. They're fucking degenerates. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to refrain from swearing. I can't help it. I'm part Irish and French. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. I thought you knew me or something. I'm a bit known on the YouTube there. Take care. Look at this, more new businesses. Bike shop. A lot of new bike shops in the last few years. That's interesting, you know, for a guy like me to look at it from my eyes, being as old school as I am, you know. As a matter of fact, Jesus, now that I think of it, I got a friends actually that work at a pawn shop coming up here. I can't believe I only thought about that now. I'm going to have to stop in and say hello, but the only thing is, if I go in there and my friend Dave is there, it's going to be hard to leave, you know. I'll stop in for a few minutes, take a break. Trying to figure out where I would end this video anyway, because this street, Wellington Street, goes all the way to Old Montreal, so I'm not going all the way to Old Montreal. That'd take me a day to do that, or half a day or something. Well, no, sorry, but it does go into Point St. Charles, so I don't know. I'd have to go on the dividing line maybe. Maybe I go into the dividing line of Point St. Charles and Verdun, you know. So. We don't need windows. Who needs windows? Come on now. Let's actually, now I'm really curious to know what the hell is this place. You have to block. All the windows are closed off. It could be a cult in there for all you know. Could be a meth lab or something. That's an optometrist? Bullshit. I don't buy that for a second. If that's an optometrist, why the hell would you cover all your... Oh my God. This was obviously an old theater right here. This is obvious. They kept the whole like framing for where the ads were for the theater and all the movies playing at that time. The marquee, I think, is known as. No, it's not known as. No, it's yeah. Sorry if I'm a little out of it. You know, again, this whole hernia thing is really like big pain in the ass, and I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to tough it out without having to go through like an emergency surgery, you know, where it's life and death, and actually pull through until, I don't know, let's say September, October, and it would be operated on that, probably, I would figure anyway, you know. Chez Robin. Well, I like one thing about all these new businesses. All the glass is nice and clean. Like you can see me well in there. You know. Yeah. I used to live in Verdun, like I said, 3 years. I miss living around here. I felt a sense of belonging here because Verdun has always been known to be, you know, half francophone, half anglophone. And I never, when I lived here, I didn't feel like I didn't belong, like I do in Hochelaga, the land of the Péquistes separatists, you know. And they don't like, a lot of people don't like English people like me. They don't like English people. And I especially love the fact, actually, that in the almost 9 years I've been living there, that there are more Anglos that live there than ever. I mean, every time I go out, it's mind-boggling how many there are, and it pisses off those Péquiste separatist types. Good for them, you know, because well, that's their shooter. Because again, Canada, as Jean Chrétien used to say, is the most beautiful country in the world, and they can't visit all that country and see how beautiful it is. They're fucking lost. It's too bad. That's funny. I saw one of these trucks earlier. And it had the old box, one of those old boxes, all the ribbed aluminum side, like stainless steel. And I keep wondering about that. I'm like, that's weird because those are, I don't know how old they are. The design goes back to the 50s or something. And they're on these modern trucks, you know. Well, we're approaching my friend's is, ooh. I do like that Durango. That one had the V8 too. I'm going to stop in here a moment and see my friends at that pawn shop. That's an old friggin' place. Look at that. Sportswear Verdun. Man, that's ancient. That looks like it's got to be like 70s. Probably opened in the 70s or maybe even 60s. That's pretty awesome. And not only, ironically, also, look at this place too. La Maison Agro, probably just as old. Yeah, it looks like it opened at the same time, closed. You know. So why are there all these new businesses? Because Verdun is just like Hochelaga. It's about just as old. And it's right near downtown, and that's it. You know, the people that can afford to have a home out in the West Island or whatever, they don't want to be bothered with the, you know, the whole hullabaloo of freaking commuting and driving 45 minutes, whatever, and traffic. So they live in these areas, you know. Graton, mon nom, graton. Bob. Oh, if you're not a Quebecer, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's from like the most one of the most famous and funniest Quebecois movies ever made, called Elvis Graton. Hey, that and ooh, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? I can't stay there long. Oh my god, I already have to go take a whiz. And by the way, the cross street coming up here, this is LaSalle Boulevard. Yeah. I've gotten the fire trucks responding from this street, from down there, from Station 66, which is just a few blocks away. Is that pizzeria still there? I used to love car spotting in this area, just walking around looking for old cars, you know. What's this street called anyway? Qu'est-ce que ça s'appelle? Je me souviens pas là. Regina, Strathmore. Oh, Regina Street, okay. Let's just go down there and look here. Oh, the camera decided to stop recording. That's the top of that is called Rue Saint-Joseph, Saint-Joseph Street, not to be confused with the one that's in the plateau. Yeah. I was planning later to go to South Boulevard. I might just walk back to Dilleglise. I don't know if I'm going to continue down this way. Anyway, you guys hang tight. I'm going to go see my pals there in the store. I almost feel like just walking in and surprising so I could film his reaction. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't care. I'll just edit it out. No big deal. Let's see these guys. Hey! Well, my friends Dave and Simon were not there, so as we say in French, tant mieux, I said, which means basically that's okay, because my friend Dave wouldn't wanted me to leave, and he would have just talked as much as me or more. It's just, you know, it's normal. I mean, you operate your own business. You're looking for some kind of entertainment, and I'm looking to see if maybe I could use a Johnny on the spot here somewhere, you know. Yeah. also tempted to stop at this park, see if I can get something responding. Yesterday I was out all day, man, and it was like nothing responding, nothing. I'm gonna wait here a few minutes. It's a miracle, it's a miracle, it's a miracle. Well, that's it for that, eh? Well, looking around me, I don't see anywhere that I can take a squirt. I don't feel like moving backwards in terms of going back down there towards the Legalese Metro to go to Tim Hortons, so I'm just going to press on. We'll hold out a little bit longer and I'll find someplace soon somewhere. You know, I'm thinking I may stop actually filming a block away from LaSalle Metro Station. I might. And then take the Metro and go to Angrignon, because you see, the thing is, every time I'm so predictable. I'm telling you, I'm trying to change my life and to not do things so repetitively or the same, you know. Like basically, if I go to my parents' place, well, yeah, I go screw around, go film trucking and whatever else, and trains, and I, you know, go to Little El Gru and I take the bus to the Lachine or towards there, or you know, I'll go or I'll take the train. I said, no, this time I'll do it different. I'll go to Angrignon. It's a perfect, beautiful day, even though it's too windy. And you know, and I said I'll go to Angrignon, and then I'll wind up in Lachine and LaSalle, and there's a beautiful dog. And that one is for you, my friend in Alberta, Scott, there with your black poodle. And yeah, what the hell is this? This is not a street. Look at this. Look at this. It's a passage, and they have it a name for it. Oh my God. Ooh, look at this. What's that? A Mustang? Smutstang! Smutstang! Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You know, just again, this repetitiveness of, you know, always doing the same things over and over again in the same places. You know, it's much better if I can do them, you know, maybe the similar things, but in the different ways or different places. So again, that's how I got the idea to do this walking video. Even though I've already done a walking video on this street a few times, but not necessarily the same way or same places on the street or in the same type of weather, you know. So yeah, and I think I'm going to go to that Champlain Dodge Chrysler dealer, see if I can go to use the bathroom, because it is urgent now. Urgent. I'm probably going to get a load of me and think, oh yeah, this guy is coming to buy a Challenger, Charger, Dodge Ram. So yeah. But we're almost at the end of this video, though, because that down there, I'm going to zoom in on that. That right there is the Bonaventure Expressway. No, sorry, that is down there. Yeah, the Bonaventure Expressway and the CN Spur, Butler Spur. Well, that was kind of interesting because I'm a car guy, and I'm a Mopar guy. I'm a GM guy, blah, blah, blah. And they got the contract for, I guess, the local police station to fix all the cop cars. And of course, the garage is filled with Chrysler cop cars to fix, not surprisingly, I'm sorry to say. And taking a piss in there and all that, and having sold a lot of stuff years ago to a Chrysler dealer on Sources Boulevard. And even though I love that Dodge Durango that me and Ben rented last year, that amazing guzzler on wheels, that Hemi-equipped Dakota, the fact of the matter is, it's a miracle that Chrysler never went out of business, because again, they never were able to improve on their quality like the other car makes. That looks awesome. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. But however, speaking of which, I mean, this dealer has been in business, no joke, I think since the 50s. And of course this, you know what this is. Oh yeah, major scrap. Anyway, for a meal. Anyway, yeah, it's too bad. Again, as an American car fanatic, as I grew up my whole life, and as a boomer, mentally I'm a boomer. No, what I meant to say is, as a Generation X who grew up in the middle class burbs, you know, it was normal for all the neighbors to have American cars. And now all the cars you see around here, like so many other cities, they're all Japanese practically. Or Asian, I should say. Like, look, just for example, right? Look, Hyundai, Civic, You know, well, this one, whatever. This obviously belongs on the lot here. It's probably somebody works there. You know, Audi. It's all foreign. It's just, it's sad, and it makes me feel sometimes, I'm sure, like some of you, as like a relic. You know, especially since I can't really own any of those cars because I can't drive them legally. So the only way I'm ever going to own one of these cars again, one of these classic American guzzlers that I love, these earth-killing machines, is to actually, you know, have a lot of money to play with, to actually have one, afford the maintenance and the gas. Oh my God, the gas! Holy shit! You know, when me and Ben rented that Hemi-equipped Durango last year, that's like a 360 V8. That's like a 5.7 liter. Not only that, it's a modified engine, so it's powerful. It had like, I think, what was it, 360 horsepower or something, and to go to Quebec City, that's 3 hours, and then 3 hours back, and then driving around town, that was an hour easily. That's a full tank of gas. It took $115, and that's not even the price of gas that it is now, you know. So you own one of these vehicles, you really got to love it, and you really got to have the money for it, or you're living in debt anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm glad that Chrysler, they still make, I find, some of the coolest vehicles, but the fact of the matter is, the reason why they stay in business, I don't know if it's not so much government support, but really because they're their most beloved models, which is the Caravan. And can you guess what the other one is? You're right, the Jeeps, exactly. And just like, ironically, how back in the day, before Jeep, the Jeep name was bought by Chrysler, Chrysler bought AMC, the Jeep name was actually what was keeping American Motors in business. Go figure. You see? Oh, I'm in pain. Oh, God. Oh, what am I going to do now? Oh, my God, it's warm. It's like 16, 17 degrees. I don't even want to wear this coat right now. It's so hot. We're coming to the end here. Coming to the end of Verdun, right on the edge almost here. We're going to stop it there and do it proper. Got this street here. I don't even know what the hell is this street called. Why? Mobile gas station. These are a new thing here, by the way. Just goes to show you how big oil still has in control to actually have an American oil company that's been old since, like, what, the 1920s, probably one of the oldest, to actually set up shop and open gas stations, when in fact there's a good part of the vehicles nowadays that are electric, something like 15-20%, and it's probably always going up. But a lot of people like me are not convinced, though. You know, where the hell does this street go? There's a bike path there. I guess that goes to Saint Joseph. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do after this. I don't want to be too tardy, you know. I always love spending time with the folks. Yeah. Nice to get something responding. This would be a good place for it, actually. Look at that, there's a church here. It's like almost, it looks closed off. It looks almost abandoned. Sad. Yeah, I think that's one of the saddest things about life today. So many things have changed, not for the better. And again, the disappearance of these abandonment of churches, because they're not the almighty God anymore of life, of us humans. No, it's the damn phones. It's, you know, the whole information superhighway. By the way, Maxi, everybody tells me Maxi is the best deals, best, cheapest deals you can get on food in terms of grocery stores. I never lived next to a Maxi. Never. But then again, they are probably one of the most modern grocery stores anyway, so, you know. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this little shenanigans of mine there. And oh, this is part of that church too, eh? And hoping for a COVID-free year. What's this coming? Scrap! Oh God, it hurt just to say scrap. It hurt. So thanks very much for watching, and hope you dug what you saw there, and you know, please don't hesitate to subscribe. It would be nice. And even though I mentioned in another video that actually I noticed that by my analytics, the statistics that show that as a matter of fact, a lot of people watching my videos are not even subscribed, so I don't even really know if it matters, to be honest with you. Well, I think sometimes subscriptions are just kind of a joke, really. I mean, there's people I subscribe to, I unsubscribe to pretty regularly, actually. You know, you're into them at first, and then you're not. I don't even have to see that truck. I know that's how a truck's supposed to sound. Oh, baby. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. This is not old at all. Look at that, eh? This is fucking perfect proof, you know, that they'll build homes anywhere. Look at it, right next to a freaking major highway. Why do you think there was nothing here before? Anywhere. People will buy them. It doesn't matter. The Chinese will buy it. Whatever. It's ridiculous. It's nuts. What are we going to turn? What is that? It? We're going to turn into Hong Kong and these places where people are living in there's these one tiny rooms and all that with their whole family. I mean, my goodness. I could have taken a piss here. I just heard something responding down there. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Look at that. There's a bench here of all places. Here is a bench. I might as well enjoy it. Urban renewal is good sometimes. Take care, guys. Adios.